We're in negative territory today, a loss of almost 1%. What drove markets lower?
I think there was a bit of profit taking. We're seeing some stocks showing a bit of a correction. We do expect that to continue towards December, and I think that investors will be there'll be more selling activity towards the holiday season.
Well, just looking at some of the most active stocks, we know Safaricom is set to release results tomorrow. We've seen a lot of foreign interest in this stock. How did Safaricom fare in today's trade?
We did see quite a huge foreign investor-related activity. The stock did not change much in terms of price, but I think that most investors are still worried and waiting to see how the current price war in the mobile telephony sector will affect their results. I think we do expect to see maybe a slight slowdown. Probably the main effect will be seen when they announce the next set of quarterly results.
Of course, these are going to be the first half results, Samuel. It seems that a lot of investors are concerned about its share price and the fact that we have seen some money being taken off the table. But then again, a lot of people think that there is value to be found. Would you be accumulating Safaricom at around that 4.7 shillings, 465 shillings, really been oscillating around those levels for some time now?
Well, I feel it's a bit on the higher side considering what it's been trading at in the last 1 year or in the last 6 months, if I was to take a shorter term outlook. I think, but in the if you're looking at a long term, Safaricom is a good stock to have. Of course, the fact that there is that uncertainty of how the price wars are going to affect the bottom line, then there is, of course, a level of investor uncertainty, and there's a level of investors feel that maybe it could be a bit risky to accumulate right now.
Looking at the likes of Mumias, this stock also coming under pressure. We've been seeing a little bit of pressure coming through over the last few trading stations. Do you think we could see some more downside when it comes to Mumias?
Yeah, I do expect that will probably happen. Mumias is one of the more volatile stocks on the Nairobi Stock Exchange, and usually when we have a correction, it will be one of those stocks that tend to have more downside than than the average downside on the market. So I do think that since we do expect a correction going towards mid-December, then that would be one of the stocks that you'd expect to see downside on.
Well, that's interesting, Samuel, because when you look at the sugar prices, sugar has hit 30-year highs, sitting at almost $33 a pound. How closely correlated is Mumias to the actual sugar price?
I don't think there is much of a correlation there. I think what happens with our market is the speculative behavior of investors. We have a huge percentage of our market which is retail investor, individual retail investor based with small holdings in these companies, and these people tend to shift the price anytime they are a bit jittery or anytime they are taking profits. It really affects the prices of these stocks, not necessarily because of fundamental factors, but really because they're of speculation.
Looking at Eaagads, the stock down almost 10% in yesterday's session. Give us an update on how it traded today. Of course, a lot of speculation that we saw that pushed the share price much higher. In fact, it rallied around 63% over the last 2 weeks because a lot of people thought it was going to be involved in the Tatu project. It seems that now that we've got clarification on that, it has really run on speculation alone. How did this stock fare in today's session?
Well, we did see quite a bit of trading, but this time we did see it go down by over 10%. I think that is really because now that there is a bit of worry as to where the litigation is going to go. Of course, everybody is watching to see what exactly is going to happen on that front. There is still quite a lot of interest in the Tatu City project because it's going to be the biggest we've had in terms of real estate in the recent past. But as far as Eaagads is concerned, there's still a lot to find out about the shareholding structure and who is going to really get the upper hand in this litigation.
Samuel, just looking at where you think NSE 20 is going to be headed from here onwards, what is going to be the biggest driving factor as we head towards the end of the year? Again, a lot of people divided as to whether we'll see more gains. Others think that we'll be seeing a lot of booking of profits as we head towards the end of the year and the holiday season.
My bet would be on profit taking, especially on those stocks that have seen substantial gains in the last 3 or 4 months. We would expect a bit of a correction on stocks like Kenyan, Kobil, probably. The banking stocks will probably hold up because they've been doing very well, and the banking sector has been doing very well, and so I don't expect most of the profit taking to be there, although in terms of cooperative bank I do expect that to happen. I think that if we watch the services sector, we will see a bit of prices going down.